All right, so I usually do put a video on. I didn't put one on earlier, and I thought I'd put one on now. I thought I'd talk about. I guess I'd do another little, just a little mini biopic. What was it? What else was I gonna really talk about? Well, so let's get into the biopic in just a little bit. I just want to. I had a small idea, and my idea was to talk about what was I gonna talk about for the biopic? Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Now, when sometimes when you can't remember a thought, you gotta like try to get. Anyway, so what I was thinking about was in life, depending on who you are, what your personality is, you can really tick people off. You know what I mean? Sometimes like you can walk out, like if I walk somewhere, I go somewhere, typically there's a lot of eyes on me. Remember Tupac had that song called All Eyes on Me? That was the album All Eyes on Me, that's right, and that was one of his hits. Yeah, sometimes you feel like that, people's eyes are on you. What attracts their eyes? I don't think it's good looks. I'm not saying good looks is not a factor, but it's not good looks. I've seen very good looking people who and nobody will even look at them or look at their way. I've seen that. I've seen good looking people who nobody even really looks at or pays attention to. So what gets all these eyes on you? That I don't know. If it's not looks, it must be, maybe it's some kind of ego thing. Maybe you're exuberating. Maybe I might think it's confidence. Other people might interpret it as cockiness, overconfidence, snotty, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Other people might interpret it as that. But regardless, I mean, if everybody's paying attention to you, I don't know. I mean, what does it mean? I mean, I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but, somebody might look at you and say, okay, so listen, forget about why it's like that. The point is that it can attract a lot of negativity, a lot of hate, a lot of despite, a lot of spite. We won't get into why they're looking at it. That's not important, but that's what I wanted to get into, the hate and the despite and all that stuff. To me, I think that regardless of why it is, you will attract a lot of hate. And I'm sure people can come up with their own reasoning. How come he's like that? Why does he have that? Who does he think he is? I have never heard of him, or I don't know anything he's done. Dude, I'm sitting here driving, what's a nice car? I'm sitting here driving a Honda S2000. I'm sitting here driving a Ford F-150. I'm sitting here driving a Mustang, a brand new, fastest stock, fully loaded Mustang. Who does this guy think he is? I don't think he has ever had a vehicle like me. Somebody might look and go, oh, I look way better than this guy. What's the big deal? Oh, I'm way more cocky and confident than this guy. You know what I mean? And you hear a lot of shit. I don't know what it is. Okay, yeah. So that's settled. Within the biopic, I wanted to talk about how, some people have a genuine style. I'd say, yeah, and that's part of the biopic, really. So, me, I always had a genuine style. I was genuine 24/7. I've never been a part of any kind of like fixed event, anything that's pre-prepared, pre-fixed, or anything like that. I've never done that. I've never gone into a game in my life where we were like, okay, dude, you're gonna pass to him. All right, dude, we gotta lose by 7 points right now. Hey, dude, we gotta get up by 2. You might say I was never good enough or whatever the case is. I've never had any kind of fake. I've never been part of anything fake or set up. And I know some people might not like that because I know there's a lot of organized sports out there that are totally fake. There's people who won't do anything unless an entire community is doing it together, unless a shitload of people are doing it together and they're organizing it. and everybody's gonna do this and that. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Now that doesn't mean I'm a dog or that I'm a rabid raccoon or something like that. That doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that I'm crazy and all that shit. But what it means is that I'm a genuine person. Now, have I done this 24/7 my whole life? I don't know. If I guess, what would I say? I would say yes. I would say that that's me, that's my life. It's fluid, it's natural, it's like that all the time. Right? What motivates me? Do I do it because I'm greedy? Do I do it for female attention and females? Do I do it for the money? Do I do it for the respect? No. I'll tell you why I do it. I do it because that's me. All right? That's who I know. I don't know how to do other guys out there. I don't know how to be somebody else. Honestly, I don't know. If I had to be like LeBron James tomorrow, I don't know how to do that. If I had to be like Floyd Mayweather tomorrow, I don't know how to do that. But I know how to be me. I don't know how to be Bill Gates. I don't know how to be other people. I just know how to be me, and that's me, and that's why I do what I do, is because I'm just doing me. I know that sometimes that comes off as weak lately. People have really, I'm doing me thing really fell off fast, eh? But that's me genuinely. Now, if you ask me what kind of people, okay, you might throw at me, oh, so you're saying there's people in organized sports where everything is fixed. And I'm saying the same thing for spelling bees and stuff like that, and even academics and educational stuff or political stuff. You're telling me that, and you're like, well, what kind of people do this? I'll tell you right now, you know what kind of people live a 24/7 life like that? I'll tell you, other than your level ones, like your level zeros and your level ones, people whose lives are so shitty that they got no choice. But in those situations, they're still fixing everything, even those. So that's not an excuse. No, even level zeros and ones, they're still fixing everything, and they're still playing those stupid games. There's no such thing as he's too hood or too ghetto, that's why he has no choice or something like that. No, that's who I genuinely am. That's why I do that. But what was I gonna get into here? Oh yeah. So what kind of people do that, dude? Like real people, man. I told you that I wanted to really become a mercenary. Like I was literally trying to join Blackwater. Now, the only way for me to really be that guy at a high level would have been to become a mercenary, to get trained on everything that I needed to get trained on, including, everything, going out to a dangerous place like Iraq or a part of the Eastern Bloc that's been under war, some kind of war-torn place like Kosovo or Serbia or these crazy Eastern Bloc places, that have a lot of crazy war, or maybe just places that are highly dangerous, and that they need security, armed security for whatever. There was no way I was gonna get to that. I was at a basic level in my life. And I had nobody helping me. I had no guardian that I was tutoring under or I wasn't mentoring under anybody. Everything that happened came to fruition by me and me alone. There was nobody mentoring me. Nobody gave me an idea. Nobody told me, hey, you should rob a bank. No, I came up with that idea and I pulled it off and I did it myself, and it wasn't nothing to me, to be very honest. Now that's what I'm getting at. Now, I did do that, right? And I told you, I was at a basic level. I don't feel bad about first of all, I'm not saying that I've never taken losses. I'm not saying that I haven't looked bad in many times. I'm not saying that, I wasn't Mr. Hot stuff. Like, I wasn't like 5 years old and I was Mr. Hot. No, by no means, no, right? I had to build myself up. But when it comes to that whole mercenary thing, for example, in my opinion, being the genuine guy that I am, and prior to that, I had no claim to that at all. If I said that in front of anybody, they'd be like, dude, you're a fucking loser. Nobody gives a shit about you. They might not say that to me, but they might give me a little bit of sarcasm and attitude and go to their friend and go, nobody cares about him. He's not a genuine dude. You know what I mean? Now, robbing the bank at that time and doing that and being a genuine person 24/7 doesn't mean that I was the best of the best. By no means does it mean that I was the best of the best. You know what I mean? robbing a bank at that time was the absolutely lowest thing that I could do to becoming genuine. And it's not a step-by-step thing. It's just I didn't have that capability. I didn't have anybody guardianing me, mentoring me, or anything like that. So, I turned to the lowest of what I could do. I've always told you that I follow a minimum bar. I don't have a high bar. I don't go, dude, I gotta perform at this high level every day all the time. No, I go, dude, the lowest I'm gonna go is this minimum bar. These are my lowest standards that I want to operate at. Now, it's not like, oh, what if he's in touch? No, it's like, it's just a standard, You could be stranded at sea and not know what to do and still have some kind of lower standards, always. Anyways, the point is I got a minimum bar. And okay, I got to try to stay above this. You know what I mean? So my minimum bar was robbing the bank. I didn't have the capability, the guardianship. I started when I was 0 years old. I didn't have anything. Nobody taught me shit. I didn't know anything about anybody's life. Nobody told me shit about their lives. I knew nothing. It was often sarcastically thrown at me that, do you think you just raised yourself? Yeah, you know what I mean? And the thing is that, that bank robbery was the lowest thing I could do, but it was 100% genuine. There was no setup. There was no, whatever. It was 100% genuine. So that I can listen. If a guy goes to me, dude, I was a mercenary in Iraq for 3 years. I worked for Blackwater. I've been shot once in the leg. I've been stabbed once here. I've been jumped, and I've killed 2 men in a gunfight. I've killed 2 men in a gunfight. And I've escaped mine bombs or whatever. You know what I mean? Now, am I gonna say to the guy? Let's do it right now, because at this point I'm at my best. I'm actually at a high level at this point. So at this point, if I was in that conversation, somebody said that to me, would I say, "Oh yeah, well I'm bet no"? But you know what I would say? At this level. Okay, I'll explain to you how it would work at this level. Right? And this is what makes this channel something to think about. Yeah, something to think about. So if I was having that conversation, even if I was playing them at my low bar, you know what I would say? If I don't put a high bar and start, competing with them at my low bar, what would I say to them? I would say, dude, I actually robbed the bank, and it wasn't a setup. Like, I actually, genuinely, naturally robbed the bank. Okay? I'm gonna be like, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that that's not good enough for me to have a claim to be genuine 24/7, 365? If he says no, he's not even a mercenary anymore. All right? And if he's retired and he doesn't want any of that life, you will say no. But if he's doing that shit, if he's living that shit, there's no way he's gonna say no, man. He might not even say yes. He might just opt out, get up and leave. Or go to another, he might just opt out and leave. But the fact is that he cannot deny that I have a claim to that kind of real life, man. And then there's so many stupid people. Dumb fucking people out there, they start joking about it. This actually happened, that happened. Just shut the fuck up, man. I'm not a faggot like you. I see a lot of faggots out there, man. I'm not a faggot. You're a faggot and you know it, okay? No, I'm not a faggot like you. Whatever the fuck you've heard out there that, it was planned, or I'm sure nobody said that, but somebody's saying, for example, you know what we did to a couple of bank robbers in there? You know what their status, you know what I mean? When people start throwing that shit out there or smirking, it's like, you're gonna catch a fucking slap, man. What the fuck is going through your mind acting like that, man? You're gonna catch a fucking slap, man. Dude, that's as genuine as it fucking gets, man. Not only that, but I got a fucking official charge off it too, man. Are you fucking retarded, man? Who's feeding you these dumb fucking stories? You dumb fucking numbskull, man. You're an idiot. Dude, that's as genuine as it gets. Now, do I have to say any more? No. Am I still interested in doing a biopic? No, because that's all I want to talk about was a genuine 24/7 thing. And that's it. Dude, I didn't know that so much of the population out there was so fucking... Anyways, I don't want to get into that. So, that's all I have to say. And I will post this up and see you until next time.